Most people think success looks a certain way: clear goals, consistent motivation, relentless discipline, confidence, momentum. From the outside, it looks like people who succeed always know what they're doing. But that idea is wrong. Not a little wrong, completely wrong. And believing it is one of the main reasons people feel stuck, behind, or quietly ashamed of where they are in life. Because when you believe success is about certainty and constant progress, you start interpreting normal human experiences as failure. Doubt becomes weakness. Rest becomes laziness. Slowing down becomes falling behind. But that's not how success actually works. Real success doesn't come from feeling ready. It comes from moving without clarity. It comes from taking action while feeling unsure, tired, or conflicted. Most people don't fail because they aren't capable. They fail because they're waiting for a version of themselves that doesn't exist. The version that is fully confident, fully motivated, completely certain, not afraid of messing up. That version never arrives, and the longer you wait for it, the more time passes without movement. Here's what most people don't see. The people you think are successful don't feel ahead. They feel responsible. They are constantly adapting, constantly recalibrating, constantly managing doubt behind the scenes. What separates them isn't confidence. It's tolerance for discomfort. They've learned how to move forward while feeling unsure, imperfect, anxious, underprepared. Not because they're fearless, but because they stopped treating discomfort as a stop sign. Most people think success is about pushing harder, but psychologically, success is about staying regulated under pressure. When your nervous system is overwhelmed, your brain doesn't think clearly. It seeks safety, not growth. This is why forcing yourself rarely works long term. You can push for a while, you can hustle, you can grind, but if your nervous system is constantly overloaded, you'll burn out, avoid, or sabotage progress without realizing it. That's not lack of discipline, that's biology. Success isn't about ignoring your limits, it's about working with your nervous system instead of against it. Another thing people get wrong is the timeline. Success is not linear. It doesn't move in a straight line. It looks more like effort, pause, doubt, adjustment, progress, setback, growth, plateau, clarity, uncertainty again. But because social media only shows clean outcomes, people assume success should feel clean too. So when their own path feels messy, they assume something is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Messy progress is still progress. Another dangerous belief is this one: if it were meant for me, it would feel easier. That belief quietly destroys momentum, because meaningful things rarely feel easy at first. They feel unfamiliar. They feel exposing. They challenge your identity, and your brain resists identity change more than almost anything else. That resistance is not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's often a sign you're stepping outside what's familiar. Another misconception is that success comes from motivation. It doesn't. Motivation is inconsistent. It rises when things feel safe. It disappears when things feel uncertain. If success depended on motivation, no one would finish anything hard. What actually matters is structure, simple systems, repeatable actions, low-friction routines. Not intensity. Consistency beats intensity every time. Most people also underestimate how much emotional safety matters. When you feel constantly behind, judged, or pressured, your brain stays in threat mode. In threat mode, creativity drops, focus drops, risk-taking drops, problem-solving drops. You don't rise to challenges, you retreat from them. This is why self-compassion isn't weakness, it's strategic. People who are kinder to themselves recover faster from setbacks. They don't waste energy on shame. They redirect it into learning and adjustment. That's real resilience. Here's the part most people never talk about. Success doesn't feel like success while you're building it. It feels like uncertainty. It feels like repetition. It feels like, is this even working? The feeling of success comes later. once there's distance. If you wait to feel successful before you act, you'll never move. So if you feel like you're behind, stuck, or not doing enough, that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human, trying to build something meaningful in a system that glorifies outcomes and ignores process. You don't need more pressure. You need clearer boundaries, fewer comparisons, smaller steps, more patience with yourself. Success is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more consistent with who you already are. So if you're watching this and wondering why things feel harder than they should, you're not doing it wrong. You're just learning what success actually looks like before it becomes visible. Keep going, adjust when needed, move forward even when it feels imperfect. That's not failure, that's how success is built.